watch time, Student Visionaries of the Year. It's a groundbreaking philanthropic leadership development program for high school students that the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society is behind. Here's how it works. Courageous young leaders embark on an exciting 7-week journey with one goal: to create a world without blood cancers. And wait till you hear how successful they are when they do it. Joining us in Studio 61 this morning, Evan Berey, there he is. Eric Scoville, there he is. One's a student, one runs the thing. Let's talk about it. Nice to have you both here. Let's first go through the ins and outs. The kickoff was back on Friday.
Yes.
You've got 15 groups, 32 students getting together, working, competing to do what?
We have 15 amazing teams from across the state of Connecticut who are competing to raise the most money on behalf of the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society. And the funding that they're raising all goes back to support the 3 mission areas of the leukemia.
3 pillars.
The 3 pillars there. So you have a research to find a cure or find better treatment, but also advocacy and policy making, and it also funds support for patients themselves.
One thing I've learned over the years, and I had a dear friend many years ago who was afflicted with blood cancer, and so I'm very familiar with the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society, but I was very surprised when I took on being part of this a year ago, how many students were part of this. Evan, talk about your connection to this.
Yeah, so I got involved in the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in honor of my father. He's been battling lymphoma, and I found out about the organization through a friend, and I was surprised to find out how many students are involved in this amazing organization. And one thing I always like to point out is it's structured as a competition to see who can raise the most money.
Friendly competition, right?
But at the end of the day, everyone wins because
that's right.
Everyone's supporting a great cause.
Now, the reason Evan's here is because last year of all the teams, you came in first place, and you did it with a fairly large number. This is no Girl Scout cookie thing. You did in 7 weeks. How much money did you raise?
Almost $40,000.
$40,000. That is incredible. How did you do that?
One of the main ways I did it is through social media. I also had a lot of support from local businesses, family members, friends. I was surprised to find out how many people are afflicted by blood cancer in some way.
Yeah. $40,000 that went to the total of well over $140,000 in 1 year. When you see these, Brian, and here are some of the students that are doing it this year, embarking on the 7-week challenge. There's a whole bunch of them and one goofy guy in the front. When you see what these students are doing, what do you hope they're learning, and what do you take away from it?
Yes, I'm always in awe when I watch these students and the work that they do every year. I was so excited for last year, and I'm even more excited for the cohort that's going through this year.
Some of them, we had the kickoff on Friday night. I had the pleasure of hosting, and some of the students, they're not allowed to say they got any money just yet, but right out of the gate, bang, they've got a couple of $1,000. You're teaching these students what?
Yes. So they're learning very important leadership skills, community leadership skills, which they can utilize in college life and career after they graduate from high school.
And that's going to help you, the senior who hasn't made a decision for college yet. What did you learn in the experience?
I think a few of the skills I learned were networking, team building, communication, all those skills.
All the stuff you're going to need. I love this. Listen, it's a 7-week procedure. We're going to see how well they did, and we'll meet back here in about 2 months' time. Best of luck to you in college.
Thank you.
He won't tell us where he wants to go yet.